PTA is an integral part of my life because it made me who I am. And I grew up here. I went to Hilo High School, graduated in 1983 and immediately joined the Guard. And my first disaster I responded to was Hurricane Iniki back in 1992. And I took my scouts and I had to operate out of Hanalei, or in a remote area, to ensure that no looting was occurring. And we helped the police, and we helped clean up the areas in some areas, and we helped basically distribute some supplies. Now, you cannot just do that without training. You got to understand how to build that skills, and this is where you can build the skills for all the Hawaii Guardsmen, right up here. And this is what's going to keep Hawaii safe.
Pōhakuloa training area for me is the premier joint training area in the Pacific. And so it is a place that's absolutely essential for training my division for combat.
I remember at one point doing one study, and I found that about 27% of the Native Hawaiian community went into the military. 27%. We come from warriors. Not to say we like fighting, but we come from warriors. So there was a high percentage of the Hawaiian population who joined the military. I listened to my kupuna, I listened to my elders, and most of them came from military. And this is essential so that our kids come back alive. You know, the training grounds here is probably the best in the world. And to be trained here in extreme conditions, extreme kind of desert sometimes, that's very important. But at the same time, we still have to malama the aina, and we have to take care of that. We can do it, we can be good stewards to the land. You know, so we can do the training, do what needs to be done, but be better stewards of the land.
You have an archaeological team, cultural team that comes in and checks and ensures that these sacred sites, so to speak, is safe. And what better people to keep it safe than actual, you know, cultural archaeological team with the funding that can actually cordon off the area and ensure just not anybody can come in.
Every unit that comes here to train, they are given a recommendation and more so a task to reach out to the community once their training is over so they can show support. And we've had anything from beach cleanups to adopting the highway, so a highway cleanup, to helping, donating to the food bank.
Pōhakuloa training area is largely staffed by civilian employees. And we routinely hire local Hawaiians here on the Big Island to come work at Pōhakuloa. And we're constantly referring jobs out to the community of all different types for work here at Pōhakuloa training area. Everything from firefighting to basic public works to administrative work, you name it. I've only got 2 active duty soldiers that live here full time and run this. The rest of the staff that runs this massive installation are civilians. And we like it that way. It's important.
For those of us on Hawaii Island, you know, there are 200 civilians that work at Pōhakuloa. So many people don't even understand, like, oh, there's non-operational military, like go to war functions. There's actual regular jobs and things that we do here, like taking care of the natural resources, like protecting the cultural resources and just keeping things going.
When you're looking at the PTA environmental group that they have here, the team that they have here, they pay special attention to the native flora and fauna over here and ensure that none of these endemic species that are endangered are threatened more than what they already are threatened with.
We identify them, we protect them, we record them, we make sure we mark them so that training units don't go near them, and then we're constantly searching for new ones. And when issues come up, we respond to those very quickly because we have a budget that's specifically directed toward that capability. Our emergency services are a critical link here in the saddle between Kona and Hilo. So everything from lost travelers to wildland firefighting to just car accidents that occur on the highway, we will provide support from our emergency services here. That's police, fire, rescue. I maintain an aviation capability here whenever my units are training. That includes a medical evacuation capability with a hoist capability for rough terrain. I also maintain wildland firefighting capability with what we call Bambi buckets. One of those Black Hawk helicopters that flies over has a 700-gallon Bambi bucket beneath it, which as compared to the state of Hawaii capability, their helicopters have 150-gallon buckets.
We're really, really fortunate right now and in the foreseeable future to have people in the chain of command who get and understand the importance of Hawaii's history and who understand the level of change that's going to be needed for us to collectively work together to determine what is the military's future in Hawaii going to look like. There's many perspectives and we have to consider all of those as we jointly move forward.